Yes, and it's going down. What you know about that now? Son 752, baby. And it's the Daily Go Get show. I said it's the daily go get show. And it's jumping off and it's popping off. What y'all know? It's the Daily Go Get show. And tonight we are talking about who kicks game. Who kicks game the worst? Or who kicks game the best? It depends on how you look at it. Men or women. You know, both genders are known for kicking game. Now, the question might be like, well, what do you consider a kicking game to be? Well, I'll tell you like this. Kicking game is something that you recognize when it's being done to you. You understand what I'm talking about? Yeah, when somebody is kick game to you, you know exactly what time it is. You know how it's going down right now. Let's get it popping, y'all. Yeah, it's all ball. Hey, yo, Sun 752, the Daily Go Get show. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Who kicks game more, men or women? Who kicks game more, men or women? Let's get this thing popping, jumping off right now. And it's going and it's going down. Everything will be y'all right. Yeah, you know it's gonna be y'all right. Think you won't. Carol Chamber, let me favorita is all up in the place, and it's so glad always to see ya. And S Cook is always down. You can't mess around. She don't clown. You know she's always down. And that's my word, y'all. Yeah. It's all ball. All right, here we go, y'all. The Daily Go Get show, and we are asking the question: who kicks game more, men or women? Now, this is not exactly a battle of the sexes. Now, we're not talking about what the hell is going on. This is not a battle of the sexes, but it is. Wait a minute, y'all. We're gonna try this again. All right, now we're gonna try this again. Things are acting a little out of whack, and we're not having that though. But we're not doing that though. You understand what I'm saying? But we're not doing that though. Urban Therapy with Sun 752 with this your daily, the Daily Go Get 'Em show. We do this every single day, every day. Every day it rains, every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. I'm your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the rrr. And if you can't say Omar with the rrr, well, then you just say Omar with the R's, the Daily Go Get 'Em show all up in your area. And this thing is popping off on this pretty petty Tuesday. It's Tuesday, the 7th of the month, and we are running through everything is going to be okay as long as we get down to it. And today on the Daily Go Get 'Em show, we are asking the question: who kicks game more? Who kicks game more? Or should we probably say, who kicks game better? Who kicks game better, men or women? Now, some people may say, well, it all depends on what you consider kicking game. And by the way, why you gotta say that it's kicking game? It don't have to be all kicking game. You're right, it don't have to be. But sometimes that's exactly what it is. And that might be the situation that we're dealing with right now. When we say kicking game, a lot of times when you say to somebody kicking game, the first thing that comes to our minds is somebody using their mind to be either dishonest or to be deflective or to be deceptive or to give you the impression that they are talking about or relaying something to you differently than what they actually have as far as their motivation is concerned. So you think that somebody wants one thing when they want another thing. They are using their mental ability to outsmart you. That's what we think about when we think about kicking game. But is that what we should be thinking about? Because when you really think about it, you have to use your mind to outsmart everybody or somebody every waking day of your life. You may not look at it that way because it may be for general survival. It may be for you to be able to get ahead. It may be in order for you to maintain your health, save your money, preserve your energy. There are a lot of reasons that you might have to outsmart somebody. Someone may be trying to harm you, either outright or on the low. And you know, you can whoop an ass. You can whoop somebody's ass a lot better with your mental state than you can physically. That physical energy will take up all your energy, and that'll have you doing things that you really don't want to do or probably shouldn't be getting involved with. Do you underdig? Do you understand what I'm talking about? Do you know what I'm saying? What's going on, TK? Right, is all up in here tonight. It's good to see your sight. And Emily Dunlap is in the house. Bow, she about to turn it out. I'm glad that y'all came on through. Now we about to get into this thing. You sit down. You is going to enjoy this show, or should I say, you are going to enjoy this show. Everything is going to be y'all right, son. 750. All right. Charlene Curry. Charlene Curry. What's going on, Charlene? How you feeling, Charlene? Good to see me some you. Yes, I do appreciate me some YOU. And we talking about kicking game. So yeah, you may have to outsmart somebody every waking day of your life. That may not be your intention, but you know people will try to outsmart you. They'll try to outsmart you for your money. They'll try to outsmart you for your loving. They'll try to outsmart you for your body. Try to outsmart you for your assets. Try to outsmart you because that's just what they do. And when you say that that's just what people do, then you really are getting into the crux of what kicking game is. Kick game. I had a cousin, my late great cousin Craig. My late great cousin Craig. My cousin Craig, to be honest with y'all, didn't have a pot to piss in, a window to throw it out of. He was a lifelong ne'er-do-well, but he always talked about kicking game. And I'll be damned if this motherfucker wasn't a chief, if he wasn't really, really good at kicking game. He kicked game, whether he had the lie, trick, steal, whatever. But he was a game kicker, and he used that term all the time. And you know I got to kick game. You know what I mean? Kick game to him like this, blah, blah, blah. But he was a survivor. I couldn't take that away from him. Craig, my cousin Craig, was the type of dude that knew no rock bottom. He couldn't hit rock bottom because he could always dig a little deeper, but he was nice enough, innocent enough, to whereas people would take him under their wing. They would put him up. They would make sure that he had beer because he was a stone cold alcoholic. So I think Craig only stood about 5'3", 5'4". You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna give him a whole 5'5". Let's say he stood 5'5". Thin. He had the alcoholic skinniness. He had the alcoholic skinniness with the you know, the veins all up in his arm. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. But he was smart. He had a good mind. And he was always talking about, you know, you got to kick game. Craig McIntyre, he was always running around talking about something. I'm a Mac. And when he said I'm a Mac, it meant that he was a McIntyre and also that he was a Mac. So he knew how to kick game. He always talked about kicking game. I always thought to myself, what would this dude have been like if he would have went to school and actually paid attention and absorbed all that? He would have been a terror. He'd have been really tearing some shit up out here because he was nice with it. So he was always talking about kicking game. And I had never heard anybody talk that much about kicking game. He was about 10 years older than me. So I thought to myself, like, He made me start thinking about the term kicking game. Yeah, you know, cuz I gotta kick game. You know what I mean? He was like, you know how to kick game. Kick game to him. Oh, I'm looking at this nigga like, yeah, kick game. But he got me thinking, what is kicking game? To the person who feels like they're being victimized, kicking game means nothing but deception and lies and being a con man. To the person who is with the shits, for a person that's with the shits, kicking game is just like, oh, Okay, I see what you doing. All right, you did that. I'm gonna do this. All right, we gonna go head up. I see you. Have y'all ever known anybody who didn't take getting robbed or being stolen from personally? Have you ever known anybody that didn't take getting robbed or being stolen from personally? And here's how you knew that they didn't take getting robbed or getting stolen from or being stolen from personally. They just said, "Oh, they got me." They didn't say, "I don't believe this shit. I work hard, for this shit. You know what I mean? This is why niggas can't have nothing and blah, blah, blah." They didn't get all like that. That's how you would get. That's how I would get. You know what I mean? I work hard for my money and whatever. You know what I mean? I'm always helping somebody. I don't do nothing to nobody. Why would somebody do this shit? That's how me and probably you would get. But that person, that other person, they lose shit, have shit stolen from them. They be like, oh, they got me for my drill. They got me for my phone. They got me for the this. They got me for the that. Even if they got stuck up, they like, oh, these motherfuckers caught me slipping out there. They caught me slipping. And you looking like, yo, they ran up in your crib and took your shit, and you just looking at it like they got you? That person looks at it like they just got them because they understand the game. They look at the game differently. They look at it like, if I was in position, I would have got them, but they got me first. So I should have protected myself better so they couldn't get me. But because I wasn't there, because I wasn't on site, because I was slipping, because I wasn't aware, because I wasn't paying attention, they got me. But they won't get me again because I'm going to step my game up. Everything in life is a game. Everything. It's all in the way that you play. And we get discouraged or we get pissed off when we don't want to play the game. Think about it. Just think about it for a minute. We get angry. We get defensive. We get very, very irate, frustrated, pissed off. And, when we don't want to play the game. When it comes to, and I'm not even getting into the relationship part yet. Because y'all already know. The first thing I hear women talk about is, I don't want to be playing no games. I ain't playing no games. I want a man who don't play no games. I ain't about them games. I leave them games alone. Them silly games that you playing. No, I ain't with the shit. No game. Tell me I'm lying. No, I ain't about them games. I ain't about them games. Games. Yeah, but you are about those games. You just don't know it. You're not about the games that people want to play for you. You're not about the games that have been set up against you. Yeah, I totally get that. You're not about those games. But you can't say that you're not about games at all, because that means that you do not devise a strategy to get what you want. I don't care if your strategy is to work for it, plan for it, work for it. No. Plan for it, go to school for it, work for it, get it. That's still a plan, and that's still a game. And you have to play that game in a certain type of way in order to ensure your success. Is that my brother from another mother, Norris Hill? It's happy birthday. Happy birthday. Is that my brother from another mother, Norris Hill? That's my birthday. That's his birthday. What's going on, my brother? Like no other. I'm glad you came through. I'm glad I found you. I discovered. I'm glad that you came through. I'm glad you made it through another year. I'm glad to see you right here. I'm glad to see that you always came through. I'm glad to see YOU. You know it's true. Yo, my brother from another mother, Norris Hill. I said my brother from another mother, Norris Hill. What's going on, my brother? Happy birthday, happy born day, happy anniversary. You know what I'm saying? That dude there be doing his thing, and he's the man, y'all. Yo, he's the king. I said that boy there be doing his thing, and he's the man, y'all. Yo, he's the king. I said that boy there be doing his thing, and he's the man, y'all. Yo, he's the king. We got to make sure that everybody get their flowers while they can smell them. Happy birthday to my brother from another mother, Norris Hill. What's good? So we talking about kick a game. So yeah, when the game gets played in a way that you don't appreciate, when somebody is changing the rules of the game that you think that you set, or that you think that were set in stone when you started to play the game, and you see somebody playing outside of the rules, you get pissed. You get pissed. But that you getting pissed about that is your acknowledgement that the game exists. So yeah, women talk about I don't want no man that's trying to play games. He all about games. Why you playing games? What you're really saying is, be straight up with me. Let me know what your intentions are. Be honest with me. Tell me the truth. If you like me, say that you like me. Get with me. Honor me. If you don't like me, you ain't feeling me, let me know. Make a choice. Give me a chance to make a choice on my own. If you don't want to be with everybody, want to be alone with me, let me see. Let me know. If you ain't trying to cuff me up, let me go. If you don't want to be down with me, get on out. I ain't trying to hear that shit. I'm not about the doubts. I'm not about nothing that you ain't trying to give. That's not the way a sister like her is trying to live. Well, you got no rap, but you want to. Battles like having a boat, but you got no paddle. You know what I'm saying? So, who does it better? It was seen from my examples that men kick game more, right? I don't know. Is it true? I leave it up to you. It's yours. I don't know. If you ask a lot of men, they'll say women may not kick game as much as men do, but they kick it better. In other words, the deception game, the lying game, the untrustworthy game, the dishonesty game. What's the other word that I'm looking for? You could even say the tricking game, when you're trying to trick somebody out of money. You're trying to trick somebody out of the cash. You trying to get that stash away from them. And a lot of people would say that women are better than men when it comes to that. I mean, where I may say, or where you may say that, well, okay, a man like me may say that, yeah, she kicked game to him. A woman may say, no, she's not kicking game. She's using her powers of femininity to get what she needs. She's using her power of femininity to get the man that she wants. She has her eye on a particular man, and she ain't trying to take her eyes off the prize. So being as though women outnumber men, 7-1 or whatever, 10-1 or whatever, then you got to make sure that you secure that man for yourself. Because if you don't do it in time, then there'll be plenty of other people to try to impede or trespass on your property. Oops, property? Oh, nobody owns anybody else, do they? Well, I said, well, when you have your eye on somebody and that eye ain't wavering to the right or to the left, that eye ain't roving. It ain't going here. There. You got your horse shades on. I want this. Well, what happens when a woman really wants a man? Do she just sit back and let him come to her? Does she wait for him to come through? Is that what she does? Or does she make sure that she closes off all toll bridges that lead to that man that may be crossed by another woman? What does she do? You know what I mean? Whatever she does to secure her spot with that man, guess what? Is game. So where other women may use sex, the sex game, in order to get a man and try to secure their spot that way. They might use the freak game. Like, I'm gonna give him something he ain't never had before. I'm gonna blow his mind. I'm gonna open him up. I'm gonna turn this brother out. Another woman might say, Oh yeah, he gonna get the ass and all of that kind of stuff, and I'm gonna take care of that when the time comes. But before then, I gotta do some other things to make sure that this brother is taken care of. She may cook for him. She may rub his back. She may find out exactly where he hurts, and she makes herself a remedy to soothe that pain. And she's there, reliable, Johnny on the spot. What? That ain't game? That ain't game? Oh, that's not game. That's just doing what a woman is supposed to do. Oh, yeah? Well, does she do it for everybody? Oh, all right. Everybody ain't special, right? Okay. Does she even do that for every man that she has? Maybe, maybe not, right? Bottom line is, she has the eye of her affection, and she has her own system of how to get this man secured, how to get him secured away. Like all of these bitches over here, yeah, I need to, close off the turnpike, close off the exits, close off the toll booths to this I got this my man over here. I got it, yeah. Close off this area right here. The barriers right here. And she has to use her game to make sure that he can't get what she's offering from everybody else. So she got to kick game. Right, Craig? Yeah, you know it got to kick game. Yeah, she going to kick that game. And really, I ain't mad at her. And I don't know why anybody else would be mad at her. Well, somebody who might be mad at her might be somebody else that's trying to move in on it. Or if she had to remove his eye of affection from where he was before to where he is, to where she needs him to be. We talking about kicking game tonight, y'all. We talking about kicking game tonight on the Daily Go Get Mism Show. Y'all can call into the show 319-527-6199. That's the number to call. I said a 319-527-6199. Yes. Y'all, I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get on the line. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get your shine, baby. Yeah, get your shine, baby. What? I said, get your shine, baby. It's the Daily Go Get a Business Show. We're talking about who kicks game more, who kicks game better, women or men. So, like I said, so where she may cook for him, where she may soothe his muscles and his bones, where she may talk to him, support his dreams, or support his ego. She may feed his ego. Oh, yeah, you the man, baby. Ooh, you're so large. You're so great. You the best thing that ever happened to me. I'll tell you what. I pray to God every day. I thank God. I thank the Lord above for bringing you in my life. She might be telling the truth. But guess what? Even if she is kicking game because she ain't have to tell him that. But she's playing the game that she's playing to win. She's a Tom Brady chick. She don't fuck around. She don't fuck around with that losing shit. She wins championships. She's a Michael Jordan chick. Yeah, like that. Mm-hmm. She ain't playing around. I believe that Lennox Lewis retired with the belt, right? But she's a Lennox Lewis type. Yeah. People kept counting him out. They kept wanting him to lose. Wouldn't lose. She the Klitschko brothers type. Yeah. Yeah. She's the Oprah Winfrey type. Yeah. Just keep winning. Just keep winning. Just keep winning. So she's kicking that game. And I'm gonna tell you something. For any brothers out there, if you've never had a woman stare you directly in your eyes and tell you, I thank God for you every day. I thank God for bringing you into my life. And they looking you dead in your face because they meaning it. And if they ain't meaning it, then they really kicking game. And for a brother who ain't never heard it, I get it. But if you have heard it, trust me, it'll change the way you look at her. Even if you don't want her, you be like, you thank God for me? Like God. Up above. Like, yeah. Like, if that don't make you feel like a man, if a woman telling you that she thanks the good Lord above for bringing you into her life, if that don't make you feel good as a man, then you need to be with another man. Man, that's my word. Annette Davis, the number one. Annette Davis, the number one. What's going on? Annette Davis, the number one. Annette Davis, the number one. Glad you came through. Yeah, it's time to have fun. Now, let me see. As Cook says, he gotta wanna get got. All women don't believe that. All women say, some women understand that men have the pick of the litter out here. I mean, whether he's handsome or not, because I used to think that it was all good looking men that had the advantage out here, but it's not. It's not. I've known some ugly motherfuckers that was on point. You know what I mean? I knew some ugly dudes that were deemed very desirable by a lot of women. Not some women, by a lot of women. And it used to have me scratching my head, but I understand now. You know, he may have something about him that you know, women like to secure their future. And there may have been something about him that they could see their future being secured with. There may have been something about him that was sexy to them. Something, you know, ultra masculine that I couldn't see, but they saw it. And they was willing to do whatever. I'm talking about pretty women. I ain't talking about no little tag head, crackhead, chicken head. No, I ain't talking about none of that. I'm talking about like top. I'm like, that was shit like that. Oh. There's something there. Yeah, a man can't understand it. He ain't supposed to. You know? He ain't supposed to understand that. But once he gets it down, wait a minute, hold on. Once he gets that down, she understands that, okay, so this dude can have me, or he can have a you know, some other chicks. But I have to do something to separate myself from them. Like, I know what they offering out there, but they not going to be able to give him what I'm selling over here in this store. I got different branding over here. That shit they selling, he can get that anywhere. And if he want that random shit, go ahead, shop at Walmart, shop at Target. You know what I'm saying? When you come over here, I'm offering some Neiman Marcus shit. I got some Nordstrom shit over here. You understand what I'm saying? I got some Marshall Field shit over here, some Macy's. That shit, yeah. I mean, you go ahead. That's what you want, cool. But I'm telling you, I got the good shit over here. So all women aren't discouraged because a man is not complying. You know, I've heard women say it a lot. Like, well, you know, if a man really wants to be with a woman, he'll do this, he'll do that. They ain't talking about what they'll do. It's all about, you know, they've been locked into that mentality that a man is just supposed to pursue a woman. Meanwhile, y'all outnumbering each man by 10-1. And you think you ain't got to do no work. Okay. Evidently, your mama and your grandmother didn't have game either. I'm just saying. Because men get it. I see dudes out here tricking and all of that. They kicking game. They get it. They fucking get it. Like, I gotta do something to separate myself from the rest of the men out here. He might not be working with no big dick. He might not be working with no whatever. No expensive cologne or a nice haircut or whatever. I don't know. He might not be working with a nice car or a bunch of money. He has to find something. He got to find a way to get in. He has to find a way to be able to play the game. Every player in the NBA is not 7 feet tall. So how does the ones who are only about 6'2" or 6'3" play? Well, how did AI play? AI was all of. They said he was 6 feet tall. Was he really 6 feet tall, or was he more like 5'11"? Regardless of how tall he was, him, Spud Webb, and a host of other not so tall. How the hell did he make it in the NBA stars? Yeah, they had to play their game. They got other people to play their way. They couldn't play everybody else's way. They had to get people to play their way. And they did. They did. So a man understands that, competition is not a reason to run away. It's a reason to step it up. I got to step my game up. Imagine if men were like women with that type of attitude. Like, well, if a woman really likes you, she'll pursue you. Like, nigga, what? I mean, some men will get away with that bullshit for a while. That might be his game. You get away with it for a little while. But after a while, she's going to start figuring out, like, this dude worthless. And I don't care if I pursued him or not. He getting up out of this house tonight. Because enough is enough. So he may have to bring something else to the table. He may have to bring, if he doesn't make a lot of money, he'll have to bring whatever money that he has. But he may have to bring his time and attention, his creativity. Maybe he's a Mr. Fix-It around the crib. Maybe he knows how to negotiate things, get things. He's connected to people where he can get a discount on things or get things done for you. Women like that shit. You come around the crib, start fixing shit. They like that. That might be his game. Come right in like, oh shit, you got a leaky faucet. Let me go get my tools out the car. Let me fix this shit. Oh, trust me, it works. It works. I'm like, your toilet ain't flushing right. Oh, let me fix this shit. Let me get my tools out the car. How you can make it do that? What was wrong was, the chain wasn't on the toilet handle or whatever. I had the chain in my box. You hook the chain up, you know what I'm saying? And then a little flush. Whoosh, a flush. Whoosh, a flush. Whoosh, flush. Whoosh. And look, and I'm about to go get my saw and whatever, because they got that door hanging off. Door hanging off the hinges. You ain't got to have no door hanging off the hinges. You know what I'm saying? That's his game. That's his game. So when we ask who kicks game more, men or women, it's hard to say. It's very suggestive. Very suggestive. I'm sorry, subjective. I'm talking about some suggestive. I'm like, why doesn't that feel right? Why doesn't it sound right? Subjective. Sorry. And now you went to vote. That's what's up. You're in there voting for that Trump. You gotta do better than that, man. All that make America great again. You know what I mean? Christopher Catchings. he said big dicks matter. Really? Big dicks matter. Wow. I wasn't expecting that. As Cook says, the AI was 5'11". That's what I'm saying. They had him registered at 6 feet because it sounded better. But everybody who saw AI was like, he's not 6 foot. He's not 6 foot. But it didn't matter. It didn't matter. He could do whatever any of the bigger stronger players could do, but he made them come to him. He just shake them out of their boots. You know what I mean? Or he would steal from them, you know. Get on, he was like a gnat or a mosquito in the dark, getting on their nerves. But he was fast as a fly and they couldn't swat him. And then David says, I don't mind stepping my game up, but I'm not competing with 2 or 3 other women. Well, when we talk about this kicking game thing, when you first meet a person, you don't know what you're dealing with. You don't. And that's something that we have to actually deal with. Like, let me ask y'all this. When you first meet somebody, when you get with somebody, do you expect them to totally be single? Like, all the way single. Like, ain't nobody calling them, ain't nobody pursuing them. They don't go out on dates. They never went out for a drink. They ain't had sex in months or years. Is that what you expect? A lot of people actually expect that. I don't expect that. I expect that if I like you, that means I'm attracted to you. So I'm like, if I think that you're pretty, why would another man be trying to get up in them boots? Forget about the boots. Well, when I say the boots, I mean the booty. Why wouldn't he be trying to do it? I'm trying to do it. That might not be the only thing I'm trying to do, but I'm definitely trying to do that. So why would I think that a beautiful woman has it going on, has a job, car, house, takes care of whatever her responsibilities are, whether it's home, family, or her children? Why would I think that another man would not want this? But we be like, well, but still, you know, like. So I'm like, you shouldn't expect for somebody to be 100% single. What you should expect is for them to be willing to, you know, let go of whatever they had going on and come over to your side. That seems like a reasonable expectation. But at the same time, in order to do that, you're going to have to kick game. Like, what are you selling at your store that I can't get across the street? That may sound disheartening to y'all. It might sound like a straight diss. Like, in other words, like, what do you have that they don't have? Well, I'm sure you've asked yourself about that about other women or other men. Like, what's he got or what's she got that I don't have? What do they have that you don't have? It's not a bad question to ask yourself. Shoot. Why would it be? You know, shit. You trying to play the game. Yeah. Because the game of life is really fun, but you got to play the game until the game is done. It's like that, y'all. So, but yeah. So, but what do y'all think? When y'all first meet somebody, do y'all expect that person to be 100% single? And do you get upset if they're not? I don't know. I don't expect them to be. And if they tell me that they are, I'm either surprised or thinking that they lying. They kicking game. They may be kicking game. Like, well, I'm not offended by that. I'm like, all right. She don't want me to think that anybody is in the way because she wants to make sure that nothing is in her way of getting over here. I ain't mad at you for that, shorty. The truth will come out anyway, eventually. You know, a good hunter waits, y'all. A hunter waits. They find themselves a space where they can't be detected and they just wait. They wait until their prey comes along. Boom! One shot, one kill. A hunter ain't going out in the woods or whatever. You know what I mean? You know, shooting off like a fucking gangster. Bow, bow, I'm gonna get me one of these deers. Oh shit, a buffalo. Bow, bow, bow. Oh shit, I got me a rabbit. Bow. Oh, what the fuck is wrong? What you doing? It's not how a hunter It's not how a hunter conducts himself. A hunter is patient. A hunter is patient. And think about it. When a hunter stalks his prey, they get the one that they want, and everybody else, all the other animals, get out of dodge. Like, oh shit, they shooting. Major, look. You a slave to a page in my rhyme book. Am I telling the truth? Am I lying? What is it? What we got? Who kicks game better, or who kicks game more, men or women? What's going on, Bean? What's going on, Bean? How you feeling, ma? How you feeling, ma? What's good? Good to see you. All right. Emily says it's not that hard to say. It's just hard for y'all to grasp the truth. And this, don't go there with that 45 shit. Look, let me find out you voted for 45. Like, what you doing? 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 My brother from another mother, Norris Hill, says, too bad some of us men don't get rid of the tackhead chicks before seeing how lame they are until after busting that nut. But the thing is, the reason that you bust that nut, the reason that you got caught up with the tackhead is because she kicked game. You know what I'm saying? She didn't get you by dissing you and making you feel like a small sucker boy and all of that. She said she did whatever she had to do in order to get you on board. Bean says, not at age. Look, the game don't stop at any age. Y'all, you know, y'all chicks getting older. But y'all been saying that at every age. I ain't never heard a woman say, yeah, we at that age where we should be kicking game. Women been too old to be playing games since they was 18, since they was 22, since they was 29, since they was 33, since they was 37, since they was 39, 40, whatever age y'all get, y'all too old to be playing games. And all men are too old to be playing games. Meanwhile, y'all playing games too. Y'all just don't want to acknowledge the fact that y'all playing games. Because y'all don't want to recognize what y'all do as a game. Because the game that's on the table is not the game that y'all want to play. But at some point, you got to get in there and change the game to how you want it to be. You have to do it internally because you can't do it from the outside. I swear, I ain't never heard a woman say, well, I'm 22 years old. You know, this is the right time for games. At every age, y'all too old to be playing games. All men are too old to be playing games. I'm like, yeah, you're right. You know, dudes that say anything to get some pussy. Like, yeah, you right. You know what I mean? I done did everything I wanted to do, baby. You know what I'm saying? I ain't playing no games out here. You know, I'm ready to do this thing. I'm ready, be sounding like them niggas in jail and shit. When I come home, it's gonna be me and you against the world. And I swear, you know, when I get back to the world, baby, you know, I'm gonna give you everything, you know, because you was the only one who held me down. You was the only one that held me down. You know what I'm saying? My own family, my baby moms, you know what I'm saying? You was the only one that was here. You was the only one that made sure, you know, you kept a nigga strong. You kept a nigga right. You got a nigga ear, you got a nigga face, you got in his eyes, you got in his heart, you got in his mind. You know what I mean? When I get home, we going, man, I swear to God, you know what I mean? It's right hand to Allah. All praises due to Allah, whom do Allah. I swear, yo, it's gonna be me and you. It's gonna be me and you. I'm leaving all these silly games alone. This time in here, the time I spend in here is giving me a lot of time to reflect on all my right and my wrongs and shit. And that's why this happened to me. This is why I had to spend this time here. But you know what? Though? I'm gonna get right. And you helping me. You keeping me on the right track. You keep a nigga head strong. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be able to get through this thing. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be able to get through this thing. I appreciate you so much. So as soon as I get out of here, I gotta walk off a little bit of time in a halfway house and all that shit. But right after that, it's gonna be me and you, love. I love the shit out you for real. For real. I just can't wait to get from behind these bars so I can touch you the way I really want to touch you. So I can feel you the way you've been making me feel you the whole time I've been up in there. You know what I'm talking about, man. Come on now. I got you though. It's game. But he had to kick it. And you looking at it like, yeah, he talked all that shit while he was in jail. But you ain't kicked no game, right? Your game wasn't, I'll catch a motherfucker that don't have access to no other girls out here, and I'll secure him and lock him down. So I'll use all my power to help him, and then he'll love me so much that when he gets out and he's all positive now and he's ready to clean up his act, and it'll just be me and him, just like he said. Like, you got game, he's got game. But you won't be mad at his game. But nobody should be mad at your game. Well, wait a minute. I said, wait a minute. So my man Samaj Network is in the house. What's going on, my brother? Good to see me, some of you. Alabama all up in the house. Montgomery. Is it Montgomery? I think you said Montgomery. That's what's up. So yeah, as good to JT jail talk. Yeah, but it's real. The same way that inmate is kicking game because of his situation is the same way the chick that's holding him down is kicking game too. But we not supposed to look at her as kicking game. But she's trying to be just as opportunistic as he is. She's trying to be just as opportunistic as he is. Why you think she bringing him whatever he needs on the VI, putting money on his books, holding it down for the nigga? Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. It's an altruistic thing. It's a wonderful thing. But it's game too. The game don't mean that you always lying. The game don't mean that you always hurting. The game means that you are always trying. You're trying to get something. You got to play the game to get from here to there, because here is success. And here's your starting point. But you ain't going to be able to get from here to here just by walking. There are obstacles in your way. You know what I mean? All kinds of crazy shit. You got to put work in. And the work is the game. So who kicks game more? Men or women? Men will tell you in a minute, like, these chicks out here got mad game. You know, when you get with a chick who isn't necessarily all that good at fidelity. You know, chicks that mess with multiple men, they something else. They don't really hide it all that well. To motherfuckers who recognize it. But for the ones who don't recognize it, they got game. They got more game than Jesus Shuttlesworth. Jesus. Give it to him, Jesus. Give it to him. Jesus Shuttlesworth. He got game. He got game. He got game. As Cook says, he has access to the ladies in lockup too. Yeah. He got game. It's the same thing. His life didn't start when he got in jail. And it won't end when he gets out. It didn't end when he Listen, man. Kicking game. Now, there are plenty of times when the game is about deception. But just like I was talking about in the beginning of the show, some people are not turned off or discouraged or they don't take the game personally when it doesn't go their way. They just say, well, they got me this time. I'm going to get them next time. That's all. I got you. All right. I see you. I got you. I'm going to check you out. This is a lot saying on this shirt. I'm gonna copy this. This is crazy. Copy this shirt. All right. But yeah, y'all. The game goes on. You know, some people get discouraged by it. Some people don't like what the game has to offer, and some people really just don't play the game well. So, you know, that's when we gotta be like, well, you know what I mean? Too old to be playing games. Shit. Are you too old to win? Because if you too old to play games, then you too old to win at a game. No, that's not what I'm. No, you always trying to twist. You always trying to turn something around. So when it goes your way, that's when the definition of the game is all right. But when it don't go your way, that's when the game is all messed up. Well, that's awfully selfish of you. That's awfully selfish of you. But somebody is going to recognize, because game recognize game. So you can always say that you ain't kicking no game. But wait a minute. I didn't see anybody answer that question. When you first meet somebody, do you expect them to be 100% single? Did anybody answer that question? And then David says, them locked up mother effers are the worst. Let me see.
"90 seconds.
And that David says, sometimes you got to ride the bench for a while. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you do till you get your shit right. You might not have been a first round draft pick, but you made the team, though. You might have to beat somebody out for a spot.
60 seconds.
Good looking out of the net. You might have to beat somebody out for a spot. You know? Yeah, I mean, a lot of people out here, they don't want to play the game. They want to get discovered out there. They want to get discovered. My brother Ansel Jones is all up in the house. What's going on, my brother Ansel Jones? Oh, so y'all want to answer that question? So okay, I'll let y'all keep that between yourselves. Okay, no problem. But like I said, I don't expect, you know, if I think that you find, I know somebody else does too.
10 seconds.
No, but we'll work it out. We get it worked out. And it always seems to straighten itself out. One thing is for sure, a woman will let you know what she wants. There ain't gonna be no whole lot of confusion about that. Nah, I said this. Now, when you get with them, they might, you know, confuse you a lot and not speak up about what they want. But beforehand, oh no. No. I said I wanted I said, you know, the hell. I said that yeah, it's gonna be all right. We about to get on up out of here in a minute. About to get out of here in a minute. You know, don't rush off. Don't scurry away yet. You know, but what I didn't want to do on this show is make this into a battle of the sexes thing, because it's not about all of that. But the more we come to understand each other and what our motivation is, and that's what game is all about. If y'all didn't pick that up from anything in this show, game is about what motivation is. What is your motive for doing something? Because whatever you are motivated to do, that is where your game kicks in. What's your motivation? What is your reason? You know, what are you trying to get out here? That's how you're going to play your game. That's how you're going to structure how the game is played for you. And it's really as simple as that. Okay. As Cook says, I once dated a guy. Oh, I once asked a guy, was he single? He said yes. Asked, was he dating? He said no. Asked, does anyone think he's dating? Wait. I asked, does anyone think he's dating you? He said no. Was he kicking game? I don't know. I don't know. Personally, and a lot of dudes don't seem to understand this. Personally, I think it would be better for a dude to pretend like he's dating when he meets a woman that he likes than to say he's 100% single. I used to do it all the time. Yeah, I used to kick some crazy game. You know what I mean? Back in the 90s, I would say I had a girl whether I had one or not. Phantom girl. I could be single as fuck. I'm like, nah, we gonna set the bar right here. And guess what? None of them was like, oh, all right then. It was all like, well, you know, what level y'all on? You start to see like, oh. Now you're in the driver's seat. Niggas be scared. They be like, no. They could be living with a girl like, huh? And if I tell her the truth, then she won't like the truth and she won't give me none. Not necessarily true. You gotta have game, dummy. Well, he had game, but some of them got game, but they don't, you know, they play a different game, and they play the game that's gonna mess them up. They play a game that's going to, you know, get them in more trouble in the long run. You know. But, you know, it's a conversation that you have to have. It's a conversation. As Cook, you said you asked the guy, was he dating? He said no. Asked, does anyone think she's dating you? Well, what does that mean? What does dating mean to you? Because to me, dating, like to some people, dating means that y'all go together, but y'all just not married. That's kind of weird. I've heard people say it. We've done shows on it. And people are like, dating means that, you know, you're having sex with somebody. I'm like, how does that mean that? I mean, it could mean that, but a date is, you know, when you go out, spend time with each other, talk, have fun, eat ice cream, water ice, have a few drinks, eat, see a show, movies, take a walk. It's a date. You know, like, you know, it's on the calendar. A date. Me and you are going to meet on this day at this time. It's a date. That's what dating is. It could mean that you're playing the field. It could mean that you're not looking for anything serious. It could mean that it can mean a variety of things. What it doesn't mean is that I'm your man, you my woman. That's what it doesn't mean. But I could see that I could see how somebody would get it close to that when they say, well, we may not be going steady, but we have been seeing each other. We're dating. I don't have no problem with that. I don't have no problem with that definition. But dating means different things to different people. So when you say, does anyone think that they're dating you? What are you really asking? Because if he says no, that means he's really single as fuck. Like 100%. And sometimes men are. I think that's weird, but listen, man, what I eat don't make nobody else shit. What I eat don't make you shit. And vice versa. But I don't know. So let's try to come to a conclusion here. What's the greatest census since y'all not willing to talk today? Y'all ain't answering none of my questions. Maybe y'all answer that last question because it's a one answer question. Who kicks game more, men or women? In your opinion, it's just an opinion. Who kicks game more, men or women? Ooh. T. Carey Wright says women. Well, but my tongue. I didn't see that coming. Ain't that about that? Pauline Kelly said men try to. I would agree. I think men put in an effort more. Like, especially when it comes to this internet thing. Men getting all up in and people inboxes and all of that kind of shit. Hey, S Cook be talking about it all the time. Hey, beautiful. Hey, beautiful. But yeah, I mean, dudes sending dick pics unsolicited. Like, yo, I didn't ask for a dick pic. I know. I gave it to you on a discount. For you. For me? Yes, for you. Annette Davis says, men all day, every day. I ain't going. Hey, look. I mean, this is perspective. It all depends on how you see it. Ansel says women. Carol Chamberlain says women. Well. Mm-hmm. See, all the women I think the women who said women are probably honest with themselves. They know how women think. Shoot, there are some conversations that happen between women that men are just not privy to. But think about it like this, y'all. You ever notice that lesbians don't get along that well? They just don't. You know what I mean? That's why they be flipping back and forth between men and women. A man make a mad. What's this blurry shit? What's going on? I'm not talking until the shit get right. Okay, there we go. These dykes be flipping like a man make them mad, break their heart, get on their nerves. Oh, I'm going back to women. But you notice they don't be staying with them women very long. You know why? Because a woman can't kick game to another woman. A woman cannot kick game to another woman. Another woman, whether she's the stud or whether she's the girl, she's gonna be looking at that other woman like, if you don't get that fucking sob story, ain't nobody ever do right by me. Every man always blah, 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 blah. I can't do it because the world is mad at me. A woman can't kick that shit to a woman. It ain't going to work. Women ain't trying to hear that shit from each other. Like, get the fuck out of here. But you know who she can kick it to? Men. Because they have that, I'll rescue you. Damsel in distress. I'm gonna help out. She ain't gonna be able to kick game to another woman. It's not gonna happen. She gotta find a man to kick game to, cause she ain't another woman ain't trying to hear that shit. Women know how other women think. You've heard women try to warn their sons, or if they have male friends, like, listen, yo, this is what she doing. You don't see that shit? And niggas nose be all wide open and shit. What you talking about? No, she really loved me. You just don't like her. You just don't like her because in the beginning she was one way and whatever. But we gonna work it out. Everybody deserves a second chance. Everybody deserves a chance. So I'm saying, we gonna see how things work out. And if it don't work out right, then I'll go ahead and leave her alone, like you was talking about. Right? Nose open wide, motherfucker. And you trying to save your male friend, your brothers, your favorite male cousin. You know what I mean? You trying to save, they ain't listening to shit. You try to save your own dad. You try to save your own dad. He like, that girl, all right, But a woman know what women know what women do. So it might be a code of silence, like, the game is what it is. I ain't gonna tell on her. I'm like, but this motherfucker don't see this shit. As Cook says, men more, women better. I can't hate on that. I cannot hate on that. Carol Chamberlain said, I see it. What did you do? Oh, yeah, I don't know. I ain't do shit. I ain't do nothing. I ain't do nothing. Carol Chamberlain says, because another woman will recognize it in a minute. Yeah, like, let's get out of here. Fucking Carol says, I've warned my son many times. He's gonna listen, and in a way he ain't gonna listen. Because he gotta accept that game. You know what I'm saying? He's like, my mom just don't like her. I told my mom too much stuff about her in the beginning. But she don't recognize that she changed. Your mom recognized she ain't changed a bit. She worse. She's worse. Matter of fact, she worser. She worser than she was before. Because now she got you, she got your confidence. She got your confidence. Yeah. Let's do these birthday shout outs and get on up out of here, yo. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious July 7th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They are, like I said, my brother from another mother, Norris Hill, birthday is today. We giving him his flowers while you can smell them. Happy birthday to you, my mans and them. You know what I mean? You keep banging, doing the damn thing. Don't never stop. That's my word. And also, Key Yamaya. Happy birthday to you. Pittsburgh connection coming on through. Happy birthday. And Rosalind Brown turning 45 years old today. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah, a Rosalind Brown. And Cervante de Dieu Eli turning 52 years old today. Happy birthday to you. And also Ashaki Jones turning 47 years old today. And Linda Pfeiffer Spite turning 58 years old today. And Sexy Red Kiki turning 45. Bow, 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 bow. Sexy Red Kiki. Hey, yo, Kiki. Hey, yo, Kiki. Stop kicking game, Kiki. Happy birthday to you. And also Rhonda Green turning 50 years old today. Fresh out of the 40-40 club. Fresh into the half-century club. 1970, baby. 1970, baby. Word. And Jones Isis. My girl, Jones Isis. Jones. And Teresa So Blessed Campbell turning 58 years old today. And Valencia. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah. What's up now? Bunch of 45-year-olds. Happy birthday to you, Valencia. And Ja Collins turning 43 years old today. Ibrahim Keys. Go get her, Ibrahim. That's my girl right there, turning 33 years old today. And also, James Hakeem. Happy birthday to you. And my man, last but certainly not least, I didn't realize he was that much younger than me. Timothy Barnes. You know what I'm saying? Probation officer, Philadelphia probation officer Tim Barnes, Westchester graduate, turning 43 years old today. I want to say happy birthday to all of you and anyone else out there who shares this birthday on this glorious July 7th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the damn, the rock out, rock on and do the damn, rock out, rock on and do the damn thing and do your thing. Y'all represent the queens and kings and do your thing. Y'all represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. And remember, hey, yo, listen, man, kicking game is something that you got to do in order to make it through this life. But if you look at at kicking game like it is the end of life, or like it's going to decrease your quality of life, then you're probably not going to be up to be able to play the game the way the game needs to be played. You don't have to lie. You don't have to cheat. You don't have to steal. All you can do, all you have to really do is understand how the game is played. And understand that in order for you to be successful, in order for you to advance, then you're going to have to learn how to play the game. And the better you know how to play the games, the more rules that you understand about the games, the more you will be equipped to go ahead and win and get to the finish line and win the championship and hoist the trophy above your head and be the defending champion. Yo, they can't fuck with the God. They can't fuck with the God. They can't fuck the money, but fuck with the God. They can't fuck with the God. Can't fuck with the God. They can't fuck with the God. No. Yo, get your game up. Step your game up. Yeah. I want to thank y'all for coming through and checking out the Daily Go Get It show. I hope y'all enjoyed listening to it as much as I enjoyed broadcasting it. We will be back at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Make sure that y'all hit that like button. If y'all didn't hit the like button, hit the like button. Make sure y'all mash and press the like button. Do the damn thing. And also, share the show. Share this show to all your social media networks. You know what I mean? Don't keep the show all to yourself. You know what I mean? Spread love. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel thus far. You know what I mean? Get the thing popping, son. Hey, yo, son. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. So, yeah. Hey, yo, son. So, I'm going to holler back at y'all. Yeah, I mean, do this blog talk thing. We're going to get back at y'all. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So, I holler back. Hey, yo, peace. Peace. Hey, yo, you too. Hey, yo, YouTube. Hey, yo, YouTube. Hey, yo, peace, y'all. Peace all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. Love y'all right back to life. Peace. Oh.